How you doing? Well, in case you didn't know, and it's okay if you didn't, I just did a half marathon yesterday, and there was but there was plenty of lead up to it, and a lot of the lead up had to do with the lead up factor and how it's almost oftentimes more exciting or just as exciting when you lead up to the event and build up to the event. And sometimes all that lead up and build up is more exciting than the event itself. This time, however, I would have to say that the experience of getting together with all of the people from Stronger You and running the actual half marathon was better than the lead up. And I had a few takeaways that I wanted to share with the marathon and with saying yes to something that you're not sure you should be saying yes to, i.e. running a half marathon, and kind of what I experienced going through it. So I figured I'd just share that with you, in case you've never run a half marathon, in case you've never done a 5K, in case you don't think you're in the right shape for it, in case you feel like you've got to get up and train for it. You know what? All these things, let's just shoot them all down now. Just like everything else kind of in life, it's just one of those things like the Nike commercial. You literally just got to start doing it. And I'm reminded of this statement that I saw in the Nurture Heart Approach seminar that I went to last Monday, where it said, I can do it because I am doing it. But a big part of the lead up again was it was going to be very exciting to go see all of Meg's friends, and I was going to meet them for the first time and find out firsthand whether or not these people were worthy of being Meg's friends. I'm just kidding. I know that they've been an amazing influence on Meg, and that's really why I went to this half marathon. But the thing was, we got to meet up with all these people. We got to have some really great conversations, and oftentimes when you meet people in person, there's like this weirdness that happens, and there was none of that, which was which was great. There was none of that weirdness. There was no even kind of like you separate and you get back in the car. You're like, whoa. What about so-and-so? Everybody was great. And so that was really cool. I want to talk about actually running the race, though, right? Running the actual race, it was amazing. There was like this sea of people who were about to run 13.1 miles in and about through Scranton. And for some of my first thoughts were like, I wasn't even sure if I could make the thing, right? Because I didn't train very well. I didn't put an excessive emphasis or much emphasis at all on kind of a training regime, with only 2 months leading up to it. And that's kind of like my quote unquote excuse. But the other part was like, I'd rather be doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. What's up, Truck? How you doing? The other part was like, you're just caught up in the excitement of it all. There's all these people, and again, running with the Stronger You group. I'm not even a part of, like, I told Meg, I was like, thanks for letting me be like an honorary part of like the Stronger You group, that everybody's excited and cheering each other on. And first of all, even just with running with like this huge group of people, like, I couldn't have done it by myself. I would not have done it by myself. I wouldn't have been like, you know what, today's a great day to run 13.1 miles for shits and giggles, because I wouldn't have done it. Or like I would have started it and been like, all right, I ran 6 miles. That's totally cool. and I actually took a picture of the 6 mile marker because I hadn't run over 6 miles prior to the event to prepare for it. The other part that was really great was all, like, Scranton showed up in force, and like the people showed up. I mean, there was thousands of people running this race. Everybody showed up to support these people. Even like I was laughing because there was, like, I guess the bars were open at 9 a.m. in Scranton, and even the people from the bar were like coming out with cigarettes dangling out of their mouths and drinks in one hand, and, you know, cheering people on. Right? You ran past, there were signs. There were so many funny and great signs that were being made. But some of the ones that were impactful was like, there was a sign that said, the last 100 people are you know, the ones that we show up for. You know, you're the ones who are inspiring us. I was like, that's so great, you know, because it's true. I was concerned about my health, and you know, I literally like made the joke of maybe I should have seen a doctor about my heart condition before I ran this race, because that's the commercial that you're always seeing, right? But there were some people out there that maybe should have checked with their doctor before they ran that race, but they were inspiring. There was a woman who had a shirt on that said, you know, stay strong and finish strong, because you never know who you're going to inspire. And I was like, man, that's powerful. And I don't know if it's just because you're running on fumes and you're running through all these races, or you're seeing the city show up in force to support you. I mean, I really felt like they were all there just to support me, but like they are, they're there to support you as an individual and as the whole. And as you're running the race, like the race doesn't happen without you. You know, the race doesn't happen until everybody finishes, and you know, you get the feeling, the sensation of biting into a York peppermint patty. But you get the feeling and sensation of everybody's there together to support each other. There was a guy who was running in all fireman's gear. He was trying to break the record. But even that was, like, you know, really pulled at my heartstrings, because there he was. He's running, you know, this is a guy that he's already given his life, you know, at any given moment. And he's already, you know, really putting himself out there. But now he's getting dressed up in his gear, and he's running this race in full fireman gear. And that was a powerful moment for me, just to see that happening. And you couldn't help but clap and cheer him on. For everybody who in the Stronger You group, you couldn't help but, like, if you'd see him be like, there was an extra boost of adrenaline when you saw them running, because you're all running together. There were people who had little signs out there that they took the time to either make you laugh or be encouraging. That was the other thing too. Like, I'm not literally looking for, like, I'm not out there looking for encouragement, but you couldn't help but see encouragement everywhere you turned. Cops are high-fiving you. I'm like, usually the cops are like, you're gonna have to pull over, sir. We're gonna have to talk. And it was exciting because we were all in this thing together. Even, like, again, I was to talk about the signs that had the power-up signs, and you're like, touch here for power, or the other signs that were the mushroom from Super Mario Brothers, like, tap here for power-up, and you tap them up, and just you would get like a little burst, and it would feel great, and being a part of that whole experience, that was awesome. Yeah, my legs feel like rubber. yeah, I feel beat up. Yeah, I never expected in my life to have salt from my own body dry up and crystallize on my face. That happened. But you just gain an appreciation for everything that happens there. So, and this happens in a 5K. As little as 3 point, I don't know how many miles, but I mean, if there's something that you want to be a part of, and you don't feel like you're a part of anything because you're sitting at home thinking that you can't, you can run that race. I saw people running, you know, young and old alike, in great shape and in absolutely horrid shape, get up there and go and become a part of something greater than themselves. So if you're sitting at home and you're thinking that you can't, you absolutely can. And if you're thinking at home feeling like you're lonely and you're alone in this world, go be a part of something that's larger than yourself. and contribute. Like, it was really great that we ran in memory of one of the Stronger You coaches. You bond for a reason. You get together for a reason. And again, this is something you can absolutely be a part of. This is something that you can feel the groundswell of all these people supporting you because you showed up today to run a race. There were signs that said, hey, look, there's gonna be people who don't even drive 13.1 miles today. And that was a powerful, all around. And there were funny ones too, but it was something bigger than myself, something that people came out en masse to support, and just a great experience. So Clayton, thanks for getting Meg to have me sign up. Meg, thanks for coming out and supporting me, and convincing me that I could do it. And it was not even about that. Like, I'll throw this out there too. Meg kept saying, hey, I'm really proud of you and you've accomplished something. I'm like, but really, I just went out and ran because I knew I could do it. I didn't, I knew that there would be consequences, or I knew that I may not feel great afterwards, or I'd pull a hammy or whatever, but like, I knew that I was capable of finishing the thing. That was easy. That was easy for me. What she's done is joined with a group and had a whole like mindset shift and a whole, body transition and a whole change of person over the past like couple years due to the Stronger You group. And that is something to be proud of, not going out and doing something you can do, so there you go, Meg, there's that. But we all did something I thought that was pretty cool. We were all part of something that was pretty great, and we're always going to have that shared memory of kind of running that race and being a part of something bigger than ourselves. We'll all be able to look back and say, hey, remember when, and that's all pretty awesome stuff. These are the takeaways that I have from running the Scranton Half. And for guys, again, if you're on the cusp of signing up for something like that, or don't think that you can, you absolutely can. I encourage you this summer, try and find a 5K. And if you've never experienced it before, for yourself, and just go out there and see what it's like to have that experience. I'm glad I did it. So there you have it. And I'm gonna go do some work today. Take it easy, guys.